Give me 2 seconds. Force it upon me, do it. Hello all, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Video part 3 of the prep series, I think. So this is pushing arms today, so I'm going to take you through, as always, just the exercises, the tips, the cues, everything behind them, why they're placed in that part of the session itself. So we'll take you through all of that. Right now I'm 13.5 weeks out. We'll do a wee prep update at the end of the video again after some posing, quite like that last time, but in a very good position with food and everything. Obviously we'll cover that there, but let's just enjoy it and I'll take you through it. Will I tease it? So first exercise, the machine lateral raise here. You can do any lateral raise that you like. I would always put something like this before you get into your main press and work on your push sessions, just because it's going to get some blood around the shoulder joint and get you ready to be put under load. Whether it's a lateral raise machine or even like a pec fly to get some blood into your pecs, whatever it is that you want to do, just make sure that you're getting warmed up. With this here, I have a 2-second pause in that contracted range. Again, it's the first exercise, so my delts are nice and fresh. They have a much better ability to actually get short in that contracted position. So if you've got a first exercise and it actually challenges the muscle in its sorting position, just make sure you're actually spending the time there and taking advantage of that ability to get it fully contracted. I'm holding D handles here, not because I just want to look like a tit. It actually does serve some purpose. It means that I will provide more stability through my joints. So if I'm gripping onto this, I can drive a lot more, I can get more reps, I feel more stable through my arms. Whereas if I'm just like sat there with nothing, I don't feel as powerful. So it kind of feels like I'm holding a dumbbell, which is what you're like used to. So don't be afraid to fucking hold some D handles. You might look stupid, but it does help you. Natty, so.
You're the natty king and I'm the train king.
Yeah.
I'm the train king. Imagine this guy full of juice, sauced up to the max. Oh, bro, you would actually look fucking ridiculously like mental, bro.
I gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Back when they thought pink polos would hurt the rock, before Cam got the shit to pop, the doors is closed.
Right, so second movement, first pressing movement, got the high incline Smith. So this is like 1-2 notches below what you usually do at a shoulder press. I'd say 1 notch at the most. So pretty much a lot of front delt and then a lot of upper chest as well. So a bit of a combination between the two of them. Just making sure, obviously, you're controlling the eccentrics as you would with every other movement, and you're getting a decent amount of depth. Don't just stop like bloody halfway down just because it's a bar belly type press. Like, you should still be able to get a good range of motion, take that muscle through its full range of motion and be good there. It's brilliant because you're going to be very stable with the Smith machine. It's better than a barbell press because you have that external stability there to be able to do that. You could reverse band this if you'd like, so like up the top here you could put a wee band, but what was wrong? Oh, right, okay. Evans said no, don't reverse band, don't be a pussy. But you can do that so that it makes it harder in that shortened position if it is your first press. It's also my first press, but I just don't do that, it's personal preference. But we'll get on to the next exercise, which will be cable chest press. Just quick setup for the cable chest press. Make sure that the bench is as far like upright as it goes. That's pretty much just the sternal pec, mid pec that we're trying to train here. The cables should align up with your mid pec as well. Move my straps out of the way. This is on my top set weight, so I'm not going to actually lift it, but your elbows should be around kind of midpoint of your chest. That's where the D handles should line up. And you're thinking about converging and getting your elbows in here. So we'll do the set and talk through it a little bit further afterwards.
Couldn't keep it at home, thought I needed a knee alone. I'm trying to right my wrongs, but it's funny them same wrongs help me write the song now. I gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky, you gon' touch the sky, baby girl, testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky.
Yes, 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 guess who's on third? Lupe still like Lupe in the third. Here like here till I'm bitter.
I'm also not wearing the knee sleeves on the elbows to look like one of those big 50-year-old powerlifting dads that benches like 1,000 pounds in the big massive strap things with these on. It's simply so the cable line doesn't scratch against my arm, and like the wee ball on the cable here, if you show them, that like runs along like the bone of my elbow and it feels really, really uncomfortable. So these stop that and make it a bit more comfortable from there. So if you've got this and you're having that issue, stick your knee sleeves on your elbows or just wear a jumper or a hoodie or something like that.
For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You gon' touch the sky, baby girl, testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. We back at home, baby. Sky high, I'm sky high. 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 Sky high. I'm sky high.
Yeah, keep it rolling. Yeah.
Right, so final press, third press of the session is a dip. So I'm a big advocate of having a more tricep dominant press in your pushing sessions. So having like a kind of upper pec or shoulder press, a flat press, and then a more tricep dominant one. So either like a post grip flat Smith press or something dip related like this. So making sure that you're not neglecting that. I put a lot of my tricep growth down to getting stronger at this movement and just making sure that I'm nailing that down. So make sure that you're hitting dip, so you're getting to at least parallel, lengthening out your triceps, and then being strong from that position where you're down here. So tuning the tricep in its lengthened position through this, then later on in the session we'll take it through its shortened position by doing some tricep rope extensions and stuff like that. So yeah, that's final press. Dips. So top set on dips, meh. It was 4 reps, 2 reps down. Problem with dips, like say if you go like a millimetre too low, or you're like slightly like out with your normal control, like the eccentric goes a tad faster, completely ruins the groove. On my 4th rep there, they were moving very well, but then I went slightly too low. That was it, done, like lost all my power. So that was all right. The back off set was very successful. That was body weight for 19 reps, but it's got a 2-second pause at the bottom. It fatigues so quick. Feels like you've got so much more left in your triceps, but see once that fatigue sets in, you're just goosed. So dips weren't too successful. Top set, back off, we took a rep up, so I'll take it. I caught Stan drinking there. We both had a drink off and I won. I got to the bottom first. Huh? The blue roll shot.
No days off.
Nice.
No days off. No days off. Yo, the first and the very last one at the gym. Spark man at the ring. Say I'm just starting. I beg your pardon. You can't pull a fast one and miss the fring. Some say it's the life of the party, but when he pulls up from the party begins. Me and my dad are partially twins. If you ain't play a part, then I can't be a win. Going from shows to my lectures, holding my head, I was losing my sleep. How stupid of me. Shit I had to do for the feeling to be. I was laid up with a sweet one. I still make a cue when I'm free. She always wanna play with the teacher, so I should still live in
Pec deck, got a 3-second pause here, just to make it a little bit more even, the resistance profile. So obviously I went through a lot of presses, my pec is quite fatigued, so getting into that short position is going to be a little hard. So having that 3-second pause is going to make it a little bit more kind of even. But pec deck is the only opportunity you really get to fully shorten that pec and actually load it in that position. So you're going to get much better internal feel. So make sure when you are coming up, you're not just coming straight back down and launching into that. Make sure that you spend time in that shortened position. With the pec deck, you don't want to be like hugging it and having your elbows stay far away. Don't think about getting your hands together. Thinking about the inside of your elbows touching. Your pec's job, its function, is to get the upper arm across your body. That's how it contracts. So make sure that your upper arms are coming as close in together. If you're to keep them bent, they're not getting there, so you're not going to contract that pec. So make sure they're getting in here and you're spending time in that shortened range. So yeah, that's the final chest movement. Then it'll be onto arms now.
Hey, feeling young, but they treat me like the OG. And they want the T on me, I swear these bitches nosy. Said he put some money on my head, I guess we gon' see. I won't put no money on his head, my niggas owe me. I gotta be single for a while, you
First arm movement, this is actually second, but we couldn't get on the triceps first. So first, fucking hell Josh. Right, so first bicep movement, let's say that. Single arm preacher curl. So Single arm because it will align up better with the joints. If I've got both my arms on here, my wrists aren't going to be aligned up with my elbows. It's going to feel pretty horrible on my wrist and my elbow. So it means that I can again lean over to that side, get everything in that one singular line. It's going to mean that I contract my bicep better and it just feels better in general. I'd recommend doing that for quite a lot of your arm exercises or your bicep exercises because again, like longevity is what you want in this game. If you're doing stuff dual arm like this and it's going to make your elbows and your wrist feel dodgy, then 10 years down the line you're not going to be training. So making sure that each exercise is comfortable and you're optimizing these type of things so that you can still train down the line.
I can never love her, she a busybody. Baby, if you want me, can't be turning up with everybody. Nah, can't be fucking on this anybody. Yeah, I got feelings for you, that's the thing about it. Yeah, you know that it's something when I sing about it. Yeah, mama used to be on disability, but gave me this ability. And now she walking with her head high and her back straight. I don't think you feeling me, I'm out here being everything they said I wouldn't be. I don't know what happened to them guys that said they would be. I said, see you at the top and they misunderstood me. I hold no resentment in my heart, that's that maturity. And we don't keep it on us anymore, it's with security.
Explanation. So I said earlier on in the session when we were doing dips that I'd train the tricep in its short position. Now here we are. So long rope tricep extension, reason using the long rope is because it allows me to keep my hands by my side and fully contract my triceps. With a short one, you're curved in here and you can't get that full contraction. Want to make sure that your arms are roughly by your side. Don't let your elbows come into a different position as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit of a warm-up weight on here as well. You know, just broke the thing. So don't let your elbows come forward because then you're just using your lats. Make sure you lock your elbows into position and then the only thing that should move is your forearms. You should be extending at the elbow, boom, like that. It shouldn't be a case of that moves. Elbows stay in that exact same lock position, drive down, contract your triceps. So yeah, a little bit on the tricep extension.
Worry sick, I'm sick of worrying. It's just a worry and I'd rather bury them. I'm talking fake friends and skeletons. Early morning shorty rubs the lawyer sign to celebrate. I'm never settling.
One of that high.
Darker than my melanin. At the crib all by myself, the shit been caving in. Scrolling through my call log, my emojis, I'm saving them. Tomorrow that's the beat, true my old ones, but I favorite them. That butterfly emoji hold me down and all my babies dumb. Demon face won't push away, he got the kill.
Again, I'm not even going to say what number it is. Incline dumbbell curl. Make sure that your arms stay behind your torso. So relative to your torso, if you're sat here, your arms should be behind you. It helps you lengthen out your bicep and you're going to contract it in that lengthened range as well. So making sure that you don't bring your elbows forward because that's going to take tension off your bicep, put it onto your front delt. So keep your arms where they are throughout the whole movement, contract there. Bench should be, it's not like to the point where I'm lying down like this. Bench, couple notches from the top. Then again, keeping those arms behind you. So that's incline dumbbell curl. Got one more movement, skull crushers, and then we'll go on to some posing and outro. So yeah.
That sound like a fair trade to me if I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside, front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me.
Final exercise, training the tricep in its more lengthened position. So we've done the long rope tricep extension to kind of get it short and completely contracted there. Whereas with this one, we're getting it in that lengthened position. So the incline dumbbell skull crusher, your overhead's in that position, so it's going to help lengthen it out a little bit more. Spending 3 seconds down at the bottom in that range just to make sure that we get the most out of it, obviously because it is the area that we're wanting to train the most. Spending time in that range. So yeah, that's the last movement. We'll head on to some posing and do the outro. Ready? Right, so that is the session done. Pushing arms, another productive one. Couple of the presses, or the dips and the high incline Smith I was down on the top set, but I progressed on the back of. So not too bad. Just make sure that we're smart with the load progressions from there, possibly taking it down a little bit, making sure that quality still stays. But yeah, another good session in the books. We are 13.5 weeks out from the first show, 21.5 weeks from the final one. I have a warm-up show a decent bit earlier than that. I'm not going to say, because everyone is going to have to, it's going to need to be mysterious with that. Everyone will see at the time, but yeah, a warm-up show a little bit earlier than that, so it's exciting. My food is still relatively similar to what it was the last time like we done another video. I think it actually might be the exact same, so still 2,950 calories on training day, 2,340 on non-training days, 7 times 25 minutes cardio throughout the week, so 25 minutes every single day pretty much, but it's a breeze because I just do it first thing in the morning. Doesn't really feel like I'm doing cardio. I just put on an episode of something that I like, do it in the morning, and it's easy. In terms of training, again, everything's been progressing very, very well. All my sessions still progressing nicely. 9 weeks in, and like load hasn't taken a hit on most things, and quality's still there. I don't feel like shit either. I still feel good, energized. Everything's in a really good position right now. So yeah, I'm 68.3 kg this morning, I believe, and I started prep at 73.6. So that's what, 5 kg down, and again, still feel spot on. So very, very good position. I shall see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I always forget to say it. So yeah, that's that. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon.